Literally one fresh idea, one action can take a season from terrible to terrific. Hi, I'm Adam Lewis and welcome to Deer IQ and our High IQ video series. Ever wonder why your deer hunts just don't come together? Well, in this video, we're going to look at 4 reasons deer hunts just aren't productive or just plain suck, and what you can do to change that. Before we do, a couple things real quick, especially if you're new here. First, you'll notice we have an IQ ranking system where beginner is 1 IQ, intermediate is 5 IQ, and 10 IQ is our advanced content. This is true for our podcast as well as our blogs and videos, so you can best get content to meet you where you're at. This is a 5 IQ video, and I'm pretty sure everyone can get something out of it. Second, I invite you to subscribe and check out all our other great content, videos, blog, and the podcast. We even have a free journal that goes along with our curriculum-based podcast. If you take your deer hunting seriously and really want to fast track your growth, I invite you to check that out. And stay to the end because I have a few takeaways and challenges for you that you really benefit from. You won't want to miss that. Okay, now let's get to these 4 reasons. Reason number 1, griping. Okay, we've all been there. Our hunting season has been poor. Your buddy's killing it maybe, and you just can't help but gripe about it. If your hunting land is all you've got and the deer herd is down, this could be due to outside hunting pressure, disease, your bad hunting habits, you may have a hard time seeing deer. Most hunters' natural inclination is to complain and whine. They talk about this or that, about the neighbors, and attach blame to anything they possibly can. Now, some of these reasons may be correct. However, whether they are true or not really doesn't matter. You see, most hunters stop here. They are content to complain, whine, and moan, and be unsuccessful as a result. This is simply a no-win response, and a big reason why many hunters are not productive as they could be. Successful hunters focus on what they can control and do something, not focus on what they can't control. The fact is, we all can do something to improve our situation and need to in order to have more productive sits. The list could be long. Change stand locations, find new property, change your entry and exit routes, employ a new strategy you just learned about, and the list goes on. To make your hunts more productive though, one thing is for sure, you have to stop passing the blame and start looking for possible solutions. Those that do this allow the chance for success. Literally one fresh idea, one action can take a season from terrible to terrific. Our Deer IQ journal and podcast can help with this. You can check it out on this channel and download the free journal copy below. Reason number 2, getting in a rut. The rut is only good if it's the whitetail rut that we're talking about. The rut I'm talking about is an easy one to get into, hunting the same spots over and over. If I don't see the sign or deer I want within 2 hunts at a location, I know it's time for me to move on. I need to know I have good chances of seeing or getting something I'm after on each sit. Maybe it's a personal thing, but I think it makes good sense to avoid being stuck hunting in a poor area because it's easy, or maybe I'm being lazy. If this is you, start looking and finding areas with better sign to hunt. Venture off on some new public land. Knock on some doors. Get creative, but don't let yourself get caught in the rut of hunting the same old spots, the same old stands out of a sense of nostalgia. You can always circle back to the old tried and true spots later and see if they have heated up with some fresh sign. But if it's not there currently, avoid the urge to hunt it. Always be willing to try, scout, and explore new areas. It will take some more effort, but realize that's what it may take to have more productive hunts. Ask yourself, would I rather hunt a couple times and bag that buck I'm after, or hunt most of the season and not see much at all? You have to be able to let go of the past and take a risk of the new. Get out of the rut and make some effort. It's the cost of having more productive hunts. Okay, like this video so far? If you do, I invite you to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new high IQ videos. And maybe share this with a buddy who may benefit. Also, do you know your deer IQ? Do you think you're deer smart? Why don't you take our Deer IQ test and find out? It's fun and easy, and it's linked below. Okay, and now back to number 3. Number 3, going with your gut. Going with your gut in hunting is one of the worst things you can do. It relegates your chance of success to luck when it could be based on hard facts or data, which I'll call intel. A gut feeling might be all a hunter has if they have no scouting at all and blindly walk into the woods. However, this is not going to lead to productive hunts consistently over time. The main goal should be to put the odds in your favor as much as possible, and going off intel about your deer is the best way to do this. It does not mean for certain that you will have success, but it drastically increases the odds, especially over time. When I speak of intel, I mean sightings, fresh poop, tracks, trail cam pictures, active rubs and scrapes, and any other observable data you have to tell you where the deer you are after are active. This is crucial in all I go off. I need to know, not feel, that an area is good, and the only way is with intel. Number 4, hunting too hard. Some people think that just hunting more, hunting harder is the key. This usually translates into hunting the same stand or same location over and over. Wearing out spots is never good. However, hunting frequently in different locations that you have good intel can be. A key example of this principle is my 2018 season. In arguably one of the most challenging states to hunt good bucks, Michigan, I had 3 shots at very good bucks before I was 3 weeks into season, all on public land. One of the bucks I encountered was October 5th, a near miss on a very nice split G2 8-point. The second was a slightly smaller 8-point I took on a different piece of public ground. And the third was my biggest public buck in Michigan in 27 years of hunting at the time, a 4+ year old mature 9-point. All of these shots were taken on the first sit at these locations, and only after I had substantial intel telling me to hunt there. None of these locations were hunted hard or pressured. They were hardly hunted, not hunted hard. The more you talk to highly consistent and successful hunters, the more you'll realize this crucial and often overlooked fact. They scout, get intel, then hunt and kill. It's a vital key to making their hunts very productive, and it's key for making yours productive too. Okay, here are your high IQ takeaways and challenges. Pick one of these above reasons that hurt hunt productivity that resonated with you, and write it down, and then write down an action you'll take to change this habit. Then download the Deer IQ Journal if you haven't, that steps you through our podcast and curriculum to be a greater hunter. It will really help your overall growth process in that, and start to follow our podcast series, which you can find here on our channel. And consider sharing this with a friend who may benefit, or joining our group of like-minded hunters in our private group on Facebook. And we'll see you on the next Deer IQ video.